Have you ever wondered why prices go up and down in the market? Why does the cost of eggs rise one month and fall the next? The answer often comes down to supply and demand. These two simple forces shape almost everything we buy and sell, from groceries to cars to houses. Supply is how much of something is available for people to buy. For example, if a farmer brings 100 apples to the market, that is the supply of apples. If only 20 apples are available, then the supply is lower. Businesses and producers control supply because they are the ones making or providing the goods and services. Demand, on the other hand, is how many people want to buy something and how much they are willing to pay for it. If everyone in town wants apples, demand is high. If very few people want them, demand is low. Consumers like you and me create demand by deciding what to buy and at what price. The interesting part is what happens when supply and demand meet. When demand is high but supply is limited, prices usually rise. Think about concert tickets. If only a few tickets are available but thousands of people want them, prices go up. On the other hand, if supply is high but demand is low, prices tend to fall. Imagine a store with too many watermelons. To sell them before they spoil, the store might lower the price. This balance between supply and demand is what sets prices in most markets. When supply and demand are equal, we reach what is called equilibrium. That is the point where the number of goods available matches the number of people willing to buy them at a certain price. So why does this matter for everyday life? Because it explains so many things you experience. When fuel prices rise, it is often because demand for gas is high while supply is limited. When new technology, like smartphones, first comes out, demand is very strong, supply is limited, and prices are high. Over time, as more phones are produced and demand becomes steady, prices start to fall. Governments and businesses also pay close attention to supply and demand. They use it to decide how much to produce, how to set prices, and when to encourage or reduce consumption. For example, if demand for electricity is higher than supply, governments may invest in more power plants or renewable energy to close the gap. To sum it up, supply is how much of something is available, demand is how much people want it, and together they decide the price. If demand rises faster than supply, prices go up. If supply is greater than demand, prices go down. Understanding supply and demand helps explain why the price of almost everything around you is always changing. Thanks for watching, and if you found this explanation helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more simple breakdowns of big economic ideas.